Hey y'all, so glad to have you here. There's so many exciting things planned for this year, so check out our socials to follow along. Let's get started. Today is January 13th, 2024, and the passages are Genesis 37, 38, and 39. Be sure to pause the video either now or after the Bible study coming up next to take some time and read the passages listed above. You're gonna want to do this especially today in this video because this is the start of my new 5-minute videos. Because as you have seen, the videos have been up to 15 minutes long, and that's a lot for some people, especially in the morning when they're trying to get ready for work. So I figured making a 5-minute video would be much easier for a lot of people to learn about the Bible in a quick way. But like I said, be sure to read the passages so that you understand exactly what I'm saying. And as always, the pictures listed above are from Hosanna Revival, so make sure you go check them out because that's where my Bible's from. Without further ado, let's get into the video. In Genesis 37, Joseph was favored over his brothers, and so they all hated him for that. From this, we are shown an important lesson that I want to highlight. Jesus was perfect, and yet people still hated him. I believe that this is an important lesson for Genesis 37 because Joseph is ridiculed by his brothers for having dreams or getting the coat of many colors. You see, we are all going to have people in our path that either don't like us or do not understand what is God doing in our life. However, we have to decide if we are going to give up on our dreams that God has placed in our heart or continue on and trust that God has a plan. Make sure you go read the story in chapter 38 because it is a crazy one, but the main thing we can take away from here is that even though humanity is greatly flawed, I think we all know this, and we mess up time and time again, as we have seen in the Bible, God still uses his people to bring redemption to the world. That is so powerful, y'all. And by this, I mean that through these generations of flawed people, God is just preparing the world for his son to come and save everyone. What we can take away is that God always has a plan, and the cool thing about that is nothing you could ever do or say could ever take away the plan God has prepared, especially for you. And I love this because a lot of times we get so dialed in and focused on our own lives, but truthfully, it's about God's bigger plan that he has for us. And so everything that we're doing is for that bigger plan to shine his light. So I just pray today that all of y'all remember that, and remember that you are here for a purpose and you are here to create a bigger plan and serve that plan that maybe you cannot even fathom. Right here captures God's grace and kindness for his people. Oftentimes, we tend to point out all the negative things, and life becomes full of negative people that can only see the bad parts of situations. However, what I love about chapter 39 is that even though Jacob's life has not gone the way he probably wanted or imagined, he keeps an open mind and trusts God in the midst of everything going on. For instance, God places him in charge to oversee everything at Potiphar's house or in the prison where he was put in charge over all the prisoners. So instead of seeing his circumstances as either being a slave in Potiphar's house or a prisoner in jail, Joseph saw it as an opportunity to lead the people around him, which is exactly what all of us need to do in the midst of our most difficult circumstances.